Well, good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic day. If you would go ahead and let me know that you all can hear me, type the number 1 in the comment section. I would greatly appreciate it. And as we get started here this morning, keep in mind that everything we look at is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. All right. And if you like what you see here, folks, make sure you follow along with us on YouTube and all of the social platforms that we've got out there. Keep in tune with everything that we're doing day in and day out. It's the best way for you to know exactly what's happening for us every single day in the market. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and start off with the futures markets. All right. So we started off this morning. How did that happen? Why would Home Depot be there where the ES is? Okay, let's fix that. Must have been there in class last night. There we go. That was not the picture of the ES. So you can see where we closed up last night. This vertical line, 5 p.m. close, 6 p.m. open. We took a move up and a little bit of a pullback last night. Then we kind of went sideways until where the European market comes out. And we had a nice stair step. We're slowing down a little bit right now, but we're up 69 points on the S&P right now. So we're rocking at this point, right? We put our 10% in on the markets, and this may be that was our correction. This is our adjustment now. So we look at the YM. Right now, we're up 400 points on the YM. Very similar pattern to what's going on. A little double topping happening now. We look at NQ. Now, NQ is up 329 points. Again, very similar pattern to what we've seen on the S&P and the Dow. And then the RUT really coming back with strength, 31 points to the upside on the RUT. They've flattened off a little bit, slightly different pattern than what we saw on the other 3 indexes. And we look at Bitcoin, BTC. Trade stations responding very slow today. So we look at Bitcoin. I think the market's too busy. We look at Bitcoin, and we've climbed back up near 38,000. And if we stretch it out, guys, you can see we were up at 43, 44 just a few days ago. We bottomed out there at that 33, 38 is where we're at right now. So nice recovery. We're up 1,000 points, 1050 on Bitcoin today. Then we look at Ethereum. Whew, goodness gracious. All right, we look at Ethereum. Nice little bounce there, 154 points to the upside. Good, strong, bullish move there. Gold is down about 5.5 points right now. A little flip-flop on it, right? We've been this kind of stair step that came down. We've started to recover in the last 2 hours or so, hour and a half. And then we look at crude. Ho, 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 ho. Back up near $87 right now. So we've got this previous, let's go snap a line off of it. Got this previous top to contend with. And that's exactly where we bumped our head today, is at that 87.10. We failed off of that level. That's going to be the key for today, is can we get through that level or not, right? So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at some trades from yesterday. And here's what I would like to triple like that orange shirt. You're right. Say, hey, you certainly will. Here's what I'd like to do at this point. Go ahead and drop in your trades from yesterday. Let me see the ones that you did. Let's share them. Let everybody else learn from them as well. Let's make this a community where each and every person can get help from everybody else that's out there, right? So yesterday on our list, we had a handful of candidates. The only one that I had 3 check marks next to was GE, but the first trade that I took was American Express. They held up well yesterday in the market without a doubt, right? So let's go take a look at American Express, AXP. They had earnings. They're one of the few companies that remained up yesterday. They had earnings, I said, a bull put spread with a strike below the 158s, right? So what did American Express do yesterday? They had a nice move up on the open. They had a quick pullback to the moving average, which took us down to 162.5. Great opportunity for looking at the spread there, or even a long directional call option. And that's exactly what we did. We picked up a bull put spread That was the 157 half, 155. So let's go ahead and open this up. And it was for this week. Vertical spread 157 half, 155. And that was on a bull put spread. So we're off to the right side. We were able to get 55 cents, 55 on this option. And right now it has a mid price of a nickel. Yesterday, I looked at this last night. I think it was 11 cents last night is what it was valued at. So it's at 5 cents right now. I'll be closing this position out today. Home run for American Express, right? Second one was the one that had the 3 check marks next to it, which was GE. Right? GE had earnings come out. We're looking at a bear call spread above 95. Right? So we dropped right away on GE, came all the way down to 89. We did push back up towards the end of the day, about 92, right? But fairly early on in the morning yesterday, took the bear call spread on GE. Let's see what we've got on GE. We did the 95.96 bear call spread. 95.6 bear call spread. We picked up 25 cents on that spread for the 95.96. We're at 92 and a half right now. As long as we stay under 95, we're good. We got 25 cents. Right now it's valued at 14. If the market continues to push up today and we start to see the climb up in GE, definitely need to get out of this position right away. It could become a break even. It could cost a little bit. It could be a small profit. But the goal here is we'll watch it and see what it does. And if it does push back, this could be nothing more than a reaction to the market. And maybe looking at yesterday as an overreaction. Will it get back there? I don't know, but that's how we did yesterday. So the only one I put anything in this morning was Evelyn said paper trade on the SPY put up 40%. Nice trade, Evelyn. Really nice trade. 40% is freaking awesome. Whatever the candidate that you're doing it on, or whatever the reason for it, right? All right, with that, let's go ahead and take a look at today's candidates. All right, I'm going to move the option chain to the other screen. I'm going to go back to this view, and almost everything is weekly options. Couldn't get that word out. Is weekly options. There's only one company that has monthlies. I'm not even sure if I'm going to talk about it, but Big Airplane is the very first one, right? Now, they had a nice move to the upside this morning. Earnings was on their docket. If we look at Big Airplane here on the daily charts, we're sitting right now at 208. So, guys, we are right up into our moving averages, right? 210 is our 8 moving average. 208 happens to be the 5 moving average, but which is down here. If you see that faint blue line in there, right? There's the E for earnings. So I want to see this. I want to see the stock price above 213 and then a bull put spread below 213. All right. So I don't know if this one's going to come to fruition today or not. Clorox is our next one. CLX, they got a downgrade today. So let's see what CLX brings us. Right? Hard to tell. I hate these hash marks. It doesn't do well with trading in pre-market. It does show me it's down $2.53 right now. And that's great and fine and good. But I really want to see how it opens up. We're at 172 right now. So where does that put me? 173 half. So we're down below our 55 moving average. So we're going to be looking at a bear call spread today above 174. And again, you're welcome to go higher than that, but that's the minimum you should be looking at. Right? DraftKings. Whoo. DraftKings got an upgrade from Morgan Stanley. They are right now at $21 a share. Right, so 19. So where are we? We are right into our 21 moving average. I'm going to wait on this one. Not excited about this at all. All right, FFIV, right, which is F5. So they're down 28 points. That was earnings. Oof, okay. So they're sitting right now at 193 points. They were already in massive bearish mode, right? Let's see, 193. Holy mackerel. So not one that I normally trade, but let's see. We got this little step in there. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, we're going to draw the fibs in here. All right. And we're sitting at 193. So go figure, where are we? At the fib line. All right. So we're going to look at a bear call spread. But here's what I want to look at. I want the bear call spread. Oh, you know what else we need in here? We need a 200 level. Let's go in and make the adjustments on this. 200. I never try to get it perfect where I drop it. I'll fix it here. It's a heck of a lot easier. I got to do other things anyway. The dot dash, I changed the color. So there's that. Excuse me. So I want bear call spread above 200. All right. Like it a lot. Corning, GOW. Right. They were down at 35.30 yesterday. And right now they're at 39.15. They won back some contract that they lost to make some toys for Disney, I guess. So that proved well, fared well for them today. So if we're looking, they're sitting at 39. And guys, where are they? They're way above everything, right? So we're looking at a bull put spread. Below 38. Intel is our next one. Let's go look at INTC. So they're up 76 cents right now. This was, there was a I got it. A $1.2 billion fine was overturned. I think it was in the EU, which means that's $1.2 billion more than Intel gets to keep for the year. So they're up on that news. I like them. Let's go take a look at our intraday chart. They are at 51.76. So I'm going to look at a bull put spread, but I need the price to be above 53. And the bull put spread below 53. All right. Intel, leading company right now, very, very much in focus with chips. All right. Kimberly is next. So let's go look at that one. All right. Kimberly Clark, earnings, not good. I'm sure it was supply chain issues for them. I've heard that with them before. So they're down $8.50 right now. They're down at 131. Yowzer. Okay. So let me see. So we had a great channel going on there with Kimberly Clark. Let's see if we can't find a place to draw a fib. All right, there we go. So they're at 131, right? So goodness gracious, they're already down here. They're almost at the bottom already. So we're going to look at a bear call spread above 133. I don't know if we can get anything for it. Kimberly Clark is not what you would call volatile company, right? So 133, yeah, see 0 by 160. So they're mismatched pricing already. 80 cents is the mid price. 133, 134. Listen, if I could get 20 cents on a Thursday, today's Wednesday, isn't it? On a Wednesday, 20 cents, 25 cents for a $1 spread, I'll be all over it. So I'm going to put a couple of check marks next to Kimberly. I do like this one. If we can get the premium, we've got to see where it opens. Mattel, MAT. Now, guys, check marks doesn't mean that that's all I'll trade. It's just the ones I'm looking at first. All right. So on Mattel, they're up today. They were earnings, right? So they're up $1.65 to 21.25. So we're right about our moving averages, right? We're above the 8 moving average, which is good. So Kimberly Clark, the Mattel, we're going to be looking at a bull put spread. We're at 21.25. What do we have here? $1 increments. Just don't know if we're going to get anything at 20s. Maybe. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 20. But my favorite way of trading this would be a naked put. It all comes down to price of the position. So right now, we're looking at a 20 delta is what we look for. I've got a 16 delta on my $19 strike, and I can get 23 cents for that. I really don't want to go up to the 31 delta. It's just a little bit high on the delta there. But if I can pick up 16 cents, and if they make me buy the stock and I buy it at $19 a share, well, let's just look at that. Let's just look at whatever the 40 delta is right now. We don't show it. It's not printing in there. It's just everything is off with the move it's made this morning. But we'll probably pick up 15 to 30 cents for a week on a 40 delta for this position, right? So I do like this a lot because of that. So I'm going to put a couple check marks next to that also. Guys, I like anything I could sell and bring premium in. Become my favorite type of trades, especially on low price stocks like this. Right, Microsoft is next. Picture not looking pretty for him there until last night. Right, we're up $15. We're at $303 a share on Microsoft. Right, so we're now at 30. We'll call it 304. So we're just above that fib line there. We're in an overall bearish bias on the moving averages in here. So we're at 304, just kind of right in the middle there, guys. Okay, so we're going to look at a bull put spread below 302, right? And I like Microsoft a lot. Actually, the way they talked about it this morning on CNBC was the belief now is the tech sector for earnings are going to follow Microsoft. So they're talking about Microsoft being the first one, the leader coming out of this is what tech is going to do. I don't know if it's true or not, but if enough investors believe it, we may see that push there. Right? All right, guys, I only have 2 more candidates left on here. Go ahead and drop in the candidate you want me to take a look at. And I'll do that, and we'll get rocking and rolling on our day today. So Ed said he did a naked put on GE for 20 cents. Nice. Very good. Sean asked, what kind of cash requirements do you have do you have to sell naked puts, the value of 100 shares of contract? So if you sold the whatever put you sold, so if we're looking at selling a $20 put, you need about 25% margin, but that's really broker specific. 20 is the minimum that they require. Your broker may require 100. But 25 is more the average of what you see. So if you have a $20 stock, you need to have $5 per share, 25% of the strike price that you sold available for you to cover that position. And the nice thing is it doesn't have to be in cash. If you own SPY shares or Dell or Microsoft or whomever shares of stock in your account, that counts as the same cash. So you could use that without having to apply margin, without having to pay premiums for it, interest and so forth. Okay. All right. So drop in those candidates, baby. Sean, I hope that was what you were looking for. Let's look at AT&T. They came out fairly early today. Let's go look here. They already had a nice pattern going to them before this. Even with the downward market wasn't bad. We're only up 46 cents right now, but as a $27 stock, y'all know where I'm going with this. I'm going to look at a naked put on AT&T. So AT&T also is a dividend payer. They pay out 50 cents, 52 cents. Let's see, is that pretty standard for them? Yep, the last 3 dividends are 50 cents, 52 cents. So they pay a nice dividend for a $26 stock, that's for sure. So let's go back here. All right, so let's go ahead and look at where we're at. So we'll call it 27. right? We're at 26.63. We're above our 8 moving average, so we're going to look at a naked put. What do I want to do for a naked put? Ideally, I'm looking at a 20 delta, so that would be the 25.5. We are at a 20 delta with 21 cents. I'll take it all day long. I will take it, right? If I had to rent out my stock, I could rent out the 27.5 and take in 19 cents with 3 days all day long. I'll take it all. And that's only a 30 delta. I really want a 40 delta. This is a little further out. So let's see. We got, it says a 35 with 32 cents. I mean, there's a nice premium. You're probably, for a full week, for 5 days, if you do it on Thursday or Friday, a Friday or Monday, on 5 days, you're probably looking at, if you get the 40 delta, you're probably looking at 35-ish cents for the week, right? So I'll take it. I'll take it. So we're going to put a couple check marks next to AT&T, right? And we're looking for a delta of 20. That's an always factor. When we sell puts, delta of 20. There's a 20% chance you will be wrong in that trade. Well, why not a delta of 1 then, Rob? Well, you'll never get any premium with a delta of 1, right? You could go less. Here's a delta of 2, right? You're going to get 2 cents, right? If you drop down to the 22 strike. By the time you pay your commissions in, your commissions out, you gave back more than you made, right? So we've got to have some risk in there. It's just a matter of how much. All right, TXN is our last one. They're up $8. It was earnings, right? So Texas Instrument. So if they're sitting right now at 182, they're just below this moving average and this fib line. So 382. I'm going to wait. I got plenty of really good candidates out there, so I'm going to wait. All right, let's see. Navi. I'm not worried about it here. Let's go here. NAVI is the only one that was monthly options only. Their earnings, they're down $1 and change. They're up much higher than they were. You know, not really interested in it at all. I mean, I got a ton of really good candidates out there. But if you like this one, this was one that Navient Corp had earnings come out. Like I said, still down $1. Big recovery in the last 1 minute, 1 5-minute candle there. But if I were doing anything, it ought to be a bear call spread. But I'm not. All right. So Debbie said, wondering why I never find to get in until almost over. What do I need to do on my end? I'm really not sure, Debbie. I don't know why you aren't getting in. If it's mindset, if it is just an over-analysis, if it is the platform use, I don't really know the reasons for it. But you can go back and see on all of these positions, you can go back and track all the pricings on them, and it's there. So in many cases, it's, for me, okay. So the one thing that I do, Debbie, every day is like these check marks here. My trades are ready to rock. I'm ready to go. I know strike price. I know everything already. I've got my check marks. I know which ones I want. I've got 6 monitors open. So I've got 4 stocks that have check marks on them, 3 checks. On my 6 monitors, one of the monitors is not charts. It's an option chain. All of them, only one chart is tied to the option chain. That's the one that's right in front of me that we're working off of right now. The other charts are not. So if I have, for example, Kimberly Clark on this monitor right here, that's the option chain I'm going to have on my right. Right? My Omega charts is open on my laptop on the left. I also have a version open on here as well. Right? And then I have Mattel up on the top chart, the top screen, and I see Mattel is moving, and that's the one I want to jump to. I will load Mattel on the lower monitor, which will then activate the option chain, and I'm ready to take the trade right there because I already know the strike prices that I want to trade. So, but that's the way that I do it each day, Debbie. I hope that helps. Kevin said, "What are your thoughts on DWAC?" Da-da-da. So, listen, I think that let's see. Let's go back here for a second. So let's see. They're a $72 stock right now, Kevin, right? If you went out and looked 120 days out, which is put us in June, right? and you looked at a 68 delta, we've got 1,936 open interest. It's a 65 strike. You could buy it for 14 3/4, right? You could come then for today and go and sell the 40 delta. We've got a 37 delta, which is the 75 at $1.62. We haven't had these massive moves on it. We've gotten some nice movement on it, but we're not seeing what we did early on with these huge candles in there, right? So definitely more manageable. So I like this. If you're looking for something to do again and again, I like it. You know, as far as renting it out, if you own the shares, right? It's funny, when we came back and moved above the 51, I said, maybe I should buy some. We had that big candle on us. Nah, I'm going to wait. And now we're back up at almost $70. I should have bought it when I looked at it at that point, but I just didn't want to deal with it. Get above that 75 and we're bullish all over again, right? Right now we're in a bullish neutral bias. Get me back above that 75, and 94 is your next stopping point. So a lot of room. It's politically driven, Kevin. That's the thing about it. You've got to understand that there's some politics behind this position. So that's the one thing. All right. Hope that helped. Debbie's asking for KR. Were they on our list yesterday? Kroger was a downgrade yesterday. All right. So, Debbie, let's see where they are today. They're up 19 cents. So the downgrade's still holding, right? They closed at 45. I don't see any compelling reason to take them up until they get back above that 47, the 8 moving average, Debbie. So if you can break that 55, I'm all over a bearish trade or potentially just a bear call spread. I'd be looking above 47 as my strikes. 46, 79, above 47 for the bear call spread. All right. So I hope that helps. Let's see. Did I miss any above there? Yep. I did. I missed the very beginning ones you guys put in. We got long there and I didn't see it. So CVS, Joan asked for CVS. So let's see where it is right now, Joan, because it's at a pivotal point on the chart. I need to get the option chain open over here. All right, CVS, 20 cents. It's to the upside, so nothing real crazy. Joan, I'd like to see us get above that 103.75 level first. We're at 103.30. If you can, then 105 is definitely a nice target in there. So I do like them if we can do that. Robert asked for monster market movers. 3M. Let's see, MMM, which is just that 3M. You know, when I first started Monster Market Movers, I actually sent a letter to 3M asking them to rename I still have a copy of it somewhere, to rename the stock and the company to Monster Market Movers because it matched so well with what we taught in the market. They didn't respond. And I'm not surprising. So we're up $1 right now on 3M. They've just been punished a bit there, Robert. That dollar to the upside doesn't excite me. We're sitting at 174.75, which puts us just about the 8 moving average. Are those earnings today? By the way, remember, we got Fed Day today, Fed Speak today. I don't know when the earnings were yesterday. Well, the earnings, did they come out already? And I don't know if this is updated or not. Definitely check earnings on it, Robert. But until we can get back to a bullish bias, Robert, everything is bearish. So if we can roll off that 175 quarter level, I'd be looking for a bearish entry on Monster Market Movers. Debbie had also asked for Coca-Cola. There was some news out on them today. I saw something on CNBC quickly. Let's go look here. K-O. All right, yeah, they're up 9 cents, so nothing really happening there. So Debbie, you know, they're in a neutral bias right now, which means day trade. You could try ping-ponging them between the 21 moving average, which is about 60 and 59, but I wouldn't do it. I really would wait on a Coke for it to get back above the 60.38 level, when we get into the true bullish bias again, and I'd be looking to pick it up from there. DKNG, we did them early on. I don't know if you were here. Terrace 5, I don't know if you were here when we did it, but they're in a pure bear. We came out with, they got an upgrade from Morgan Stanley. I said I would wait on it. We're in a pure bearish market. I would want to see it at least get above the 24-25 level before I did anything bullish. And the bullish upgrade only drove them up to the moving average. So it really wasn't anything outstanding. Say hey said AT&T's dividends vary a little bit. Okay, good to know. Thank you for that. Say hey. Joel is asking for ET. All right, so I see the E coming up shortly. Let's go look what's going on with their earnings. With their intraday. So they're up about 44 cents right now. It puts them at, they're a $10 stock. Okay, so I need them to be above 933. They're at 973. Right, so here we go. All right, let's look. Can I get anything on a naked put? Not much there. 9.5. If I'm okay with them putting it to me at $9.50, I could pick up 28 cents. So if you really like it, instead of buying the stock, I would sell the $9.50 put if you can get 28 cents for it. If we look at next week, the 9 is paying 17 cents, so it's probably more like 10 or 12 cents for the week for that 20-ish delta, and it's 24 even. We're at a higher delta. So I'm good with it. Instead of buying the stock, if I were doing this, I would do my Wheel of Fortune trade, and I would start with selling a put on it. So I hope that helps, Joel. Ed said, dumb Ed yesterday forgot about consumer confidence on Forex at 9 a.m., barely squeaked out a profit on my micro YM. Sleep at the wheel. That will not happen again. All right. There you go, Ed. Hey, listen, lessons learned, right? It's not a matter of I made a mistake. It's a matter of do you correct it from there, right? And it sounds like you already have. So that's good. I love NVIDIA, Andres. I love NVIDIA as a company. As a trading vehicle, I think they're awesome. All right. When I look at NVIDIA right now, today they're up $9.50. 233, we'll call it. All right. 233. We're still in a bearish bias right now. So there's a lot of caution there. That 244 is your key level. Andres, I would just watch that level. Just be very, very, very cautious with that 244 level with our 8 moving average, confluence of our 618, which is the strongest fib line we have. You may see the rollover off of there, but we moved up into 233 right now. So we're above this fib. So do you have some upside potential? You do. I tend to day trade these types of positions primarily off of pivot points. Right. And last one I'm going to check today is SPY, Evelyn. So this wick is incorrect. There's a bad data tick in there. We did not see a move all the way down there yesterday. I would have been very disappointed if we did and I didn't buy there. But we did not see that. That didn't take place. Some of our students in our inner circle have sent emails out to me already and inside of our inner circle group saying, hey, this data looks like it's off. So I've got a call into them already on that. So we'll see what happens. But with that being said, right now on SPY, we've got a nice move to the upside. So in pre-market, we're up about $6, but we're at 480 right now. 440 right now. So we're still in a bearish bias down here. So there's a lot of caution there. But 443 is resistance. If you could find an intraday support and a bounce, Evelyn, we're looking at 443 as our top end. Right? And yet again, who knows? This may be another one of those days that we get a strong move up and then the market opens and we kind of go the opposite direction. It's opposite day, right? Could be opposite day where we do the opposite of where we start off every single day. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that was awesome. Great back and forth there. Appreciate you guys hitting those candidates to us so we can go ahead and share with others that they may look at some of the same ones that you guys are. So with that, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Folks, if you want to learn more on fibs and exactly how I do what I do, there's a free training. Sean, if you drop that link in there to the Trading Like a Boss, go ahead and check that out. And then Sean, also drop in the 30 Days to Trading Success. We have a replay of this training. We just got it published. It's not going to stay up there very long. It's on our TV section of our website. But Sean, you could drop that direct link in there. That would be great. And guys, then just go ahead and watch it. It's about an hour long. You're going to be blown away by some of the things that are inside of there with the trainings that we did. So if you didn't get a chance to watch it, go check it out. All right, there you go, folks. Have a great one, and I will see you mañana. All right, take care then. Bye.